everyone? This is DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. And boy, ESPN, NBA TV, and other networks, they got to find a way to not have the Pelicans on national TV. It's embarrassing. They have no type of identity. That was like watching a high school game, low level IQ, bad body language, people missing shots and they keeping their heads down, couldn't make a basket. And it's not just Lonzo. Zion was missing, BI was missing, the whole damn team was missing. The only problem that Lonzo did was he was shooting threes even when his shot wasn't even on. And at times when Lonzo attacks the basket, I'm telling myself he's better off just trying to dunk the basketball. He's better off trying to yam it on someone. He has the athleticism. He has the speed to accomplish that. But this offseason, Zoe has some things to expand on his game. JG says 1 for 9. Yep. From three. 3 for 18 of field goals. Yes, Chef Curry. Speaking of Chef Curry, Steph Curry had a 42-point game. Horrible shooting. Overall shooting. You can't do that in the NBA. Now, everyone that's listening, remember when people was telling me, you see Lonzo, he had 30-some points. See, I told you get too hard on him. They were telling me this. And what did I tell them? Let's see what he does the next game. Now, I want Lonzo to excel. I want him to prove the haters wrong. I want him to be the best player he can be. But he has to elevate his game. And before any of you come in and say Stan Van Gundy is the reason, we get that. But there are a lot of players that are in shitty situations and that they have to make a way. Stan Van Gundy or not, you got to make your layups. You can't be in the NBA missing layups. And you know why he's missing layups? I'll tell you. Lonzo's missing layups because when he drives to the basket, he truly feels like he's trying to hope to score instead of knowing to score. When you know to score, you score. When you know you're about to get a layup in, you're going to score that layup. If you take a layup and avoid contact and just hope you're going to get that in, it's not going to happen. Shout out to NLE Chakra. Says Zoe needs Melo to teach him a thing or two about attacking the basket. Yeah, I think that would help. I would like to see Lonzo train with LaMelo and Jermaine Jackson, actually, this offseason. It's apparent that Lonzo needs to learn some go-to moves, a mid-range. Now, he worked out with, I believe his name, Chris Johnson this offseason. But apparently, I don't see those moves working. In the NBA, you cannot afford to be hot and cold like that. He doesn't want to have a reputation of a sometime player. When you're labeled a sometime player, you're going to be like, oh, he has a good game, and you're going to have a bad game. You don't want to be labeled like that. JG said he almost had a triple-double. Yeah, he did. Even with the horrible shooting game, he almost had a triple-double. Chef Curry says Zoe needs to train with CP3 Curry in the offseason. He needs to train with nothing but offensive players. And before I go on, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure to hit the like button. And thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'm surprised there's not more people on tonight, but maybe everybody getting some sleep, I guess. But JG says he takes cross keys mids. Oh, I didn't get that one. And for Zion Williamson, am I the only one that gets annoyed with Point Zion? I'm tired of Point Zion. Point Zion, that's not going to get it done. Too many turnovers, indecisive. And I like Zion, but I don't want to see him as a point guard. Shout out to Casanova. He said, "What up, gang? What's good, my brother?" Top, he said, Lonzo went back to inconsistent night again. Yeah. But Taufik, they act like I'm the bad guy for pointing out that Zoe needs to be consistent no matter how bad his situation is. He needs to be consistent no matter what. I'm saying these things because I want him to be that dog, man. But we can't, as fans, we can't hope he gets there. He's got to want it more than the BBB fans or anybody that roots for him. And you guys know I'm right, too. We can't go here every day and say, man, I hope Lonzo averages 20. I hope Lonzo averages a double-double. When Lonzo came to the NBA, I was expecting Lonzo to average 15 to 12, 15 to 16 points per game and 10 to 12 assists, a double-double. I never thought Lonzo would be a 20-point scorer like LaMelo. I never thought that. But he can be that. He just has to be consistent. In the NBA, you can't afford to have a good night and a bad night. Can you imagine if Lonzo was consistent? If Lonzo was consistent, man, the narrative on him would change. Look at his brother. There's a lot of folks who cannot stand LaMelo Ball, can't stand the Ball family, but they would have to not criticize, they'll have to give him props due to him playing so well. LaMelo Ball had an off game yesterday, and people still gave him props because he was on attack mode. The narrative changes when you control your whole situation. You're talking about the Hornets team where JB was playing LaMelo as a small forward at times in the second half, messed up the whole flow. But LaMelo, he did what he usually does, kept his head down and try to get buckets and assists and make things happen. What's good, Jaheim? He said, what's up, new media? Oh, it's all gravy, my brother. JG says, Erica Bledsoe just ain't the fit. His brother said Erica Bledsoe. Rare Family 818 says Lonzo is so inconsistent, man. It makes me mad, so mad. It's tough seeing, man. It's tough seeing. It's tough as a fan because you see the talent he has. You see what he could become. But we're just hoping and hoping and hoping, and it's it's a headache to watch. And watching the Pelicans are the most boring, most unorganized team in the NBA. When I watch the Knicks, I see something there. I see passion from the Knicks. I see pride from the Knicks. I see wanting to grow as a team with the Knicks. I don't see that with the Hornets. Well, with the Hornets, I see everybody trying to get theirs, and nobody's trying to play as one with the Pelicans. JG says Zoe needs a backcourt partner. Well, that's why I think he's leaving. I'll be surprised if Lonzo stays with the Pelicans. Hey, Ghost UGD, man, where you been, man? What? I've been making videos. Where you been, brother? Macrina Daniel, what's good, sister? Thank you, Macrina Daniel, for always supporting all of the content. Thank you. So anytime you send a message, Macrina Daniel, just know I'm going to be reading it. That's the respect you've shown this channel, and I'm going to return the respect back. You say, from the time I watched the 1-8 score, I said, what is that? Man, it was a head scratcher. When the Pelicans were losing 1-8, I told myself this game is over. That was it. I s the Pelicans were down 1-8, and when I saw the bad body language, I was like, yeah, it's done. Hey, we got 30 plus people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, share, let people know we're live. Ray says, I thought Zion and Lonzo would be fun to watch together like Miles and LaMelo. I thought so too. I just haven't seen it yet. They may hit throw a lob here and there, but it's not the same. Miles and LaMelo Ball are so fun. Even in their losses, they're entertaining. They got to highlight every single game. They're very consistent. Miles and LaMelo is bringing joy to the NBA. See, as a fan, for those who are a fan of basketball that's listening, isn't that something that you will pay for? When you pay for a ticket to watch the Charlotte Hornets, you get your money's worth. Besides a win or an L in the win column, you'll leave the game satisfied. You'll leave the game knowing that you spent your hard-earned money on a product. Can you imagine being a Pelicans fan and paying for that shit, knowing that the team that you paying for is hard to watch, makes you have a headache? I feel bad for Pelican fans. You got to pay for that shit? Zion or not, I'm not paying. If I was a Pelican fan, I would never pay for a ticket unless they fix their whole team. For what? To watch dysfunction? Can't even keep a lead, lose a lead, and then get blown out on games they need to win? What's good, Danny Joseph? He said, what's good, DJ fam? Oh, what's good, brother? NLE Chakra says the Pelicans roster is constructed bad. Hey, remember that draft show I did? What did I tell everybody for the Pelicans get? Sadiq Bey. Look at Sadiq Bey with the Pistons. Look at Sadiq Bey with the Pistons. I told people that he would be good. They didn't want to listen to me. They're like, oh, David Griffin know what he's doing. And on my inboxes, I got Pelican fans telling me like, bro, you guys are right. They should have got Sadiq Bey. I told you guys. And Kiera Lewis, I think he will be a good player down the line, but he wasn't a player that the Pelicans needed. Shout out to Dre in the NBA. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He says Zoe wants to be happy and play with his bro. Have that Chino Hills running gun again. Well, that's up to Michael Jordan to make that call. The Hornets, they need a scorer. They need a real shooting guard. They don't need no combo guards or sometime point guards. They got a point guard, LaMelo. They need a shooting guard who doesn't need to to dribble, dribble, dribble all the time. Bartrand, I agree. Lonzo needs dibs. He said, I hate to say it because I want Lonzo to go to my Bulls. Yeah, I think Lonzo has a couple of good options this offseason. Thibs would be the perfect coach for Lonzo because he's not gonna sugarcoat shit. He's gonna tell Lonzo, hey, if you want the ball in your hands more time and a higher usage rate, I'm gonna need you to attack the basket to open up the offense. That's what a good coach will tells Alonzo. But since all these coaches are just babying him, see, LeVar didn't even baby Lonzo. Every time LeVar coached Lonzo, Lonzo brought the best out of himself. Every time. Look back at the film. Every time LeVar Ball, a father that raised his kids right, coached Lonzo, Lonzo did not want to let him down. Chef Curry says, I think Zoe would be better backcourt partner with Dame than CJ. CJ is too much of a liability. But it's going to be an interesting offseason, I tell you. JG says Lonzo would be perfect backcourt partner with the Bulls. Zoe and Zion were fun last season. Yeah, last year they were fun. Things changed now. JG said I would start Hart over Bledsoe. Josh Hart's out for the year. Curry dropped 41s, only showed up with 7 points, and Zion sucked except for when he dropped hot. Man, Taufik is on him, man. Damn. Chef Curry, you're right. Zoe is too big. Zoe is 215 of muscle right now, 6'6". Yeah, he's got to use his strength more. SMG Cash Out says, here come the Zoe haters. I don't see any Zoe haters. Does anybody see Zoe haters? I see people who want Zoe to be the best player he can be and does not want him to ruin his future with a dysfunctional franchise. So giving advice to what Zoe needs to do to be consistent is not hating. I don't think anyone on this chat, I'm looking at the comments, I don't see anybody hating on Lonzo. If you're a fan of Lonzo, you got to admit that Lonzo got to be consistent. This is for the betterment of his career. If you don't want Lonzo to be consistent, you're not a fan. If you're not critical of Lonzo having these sometimes performances, you're not really a fan. All you are, I'm just talking about for people who make excuses, all you are is a conformist. You conform, and you one of those people that go around social media saying, "Oh, there's nothing to work on." Even Lamelo, when Lamelo is passive, I would say it. When Lamelo is y'all remember that video I made about Lamelo being passive? That he was passive the whole game. Remember that? That's the objectivity we gotta have on YouTube, man. Hey, we got 40 plus people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. Casanova says Zoe might go to Charlotte for a year to get some good energy and be happy because this guy has no confidence. His coach is the main reason. Then go do his own thing. It's going to be an interesting offseason. TB says playing in the West is no excuse. The Pels can't beat Eastern teams either. Yeah, the Pelicans lost some Eastern Conference games that they should have won this year. So I don't want to hear about, oh, they're in the West and they can't. Nah, the Adam Silver and the NBA, look at the schedule, tried to give the Pelicans the easiest schedule around, and they still messed it up because Zion's on their team. The NBA was trying to do the Pelicans favors, and they still fumbled the bag. If look, I'm gonna give you an example. If a team like the Memphis Grizzlies had the schedule like the Pelicans had, their record will be better. SMG says Zoe's going to the Bulls. That could happen. That's a 50-50 chance. Bartrand, you're right. Stan Van Gundy is a dinosaur. His time has passed. Yes, indeed, brother. Chef Curry says SMG cash out. I don't hate Zoe. I'm just saying valid criticism. Yeah, I don't think anybody's hating on him. I think they want him to be a star. It's okay for calling out a player that you're a favorite of. I mean, it's normal. I mean, at New Media Nation United, we don't want people to be robots. Say, okay, you had a good performance, you did this. That's not real. SMG says Lonzo and Zach LaVine backcourt would be good. I would like to see that. Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball. That's a lineup. That's a guard tandem that would make noise in the East for sure. Again, Zoe's got to be consistent though. TB says Hornets don't want Zoe. LaMelo will put in a bad spot, especially when Zoe is playing like trash. No, thank you. Oh boy, TB, you on TB, you gonna make some people pissed off, bro. But at New Media, we let everybody speak their mind, so it's not personal. Everybody got an opinion. But every time the Pelicans play on national television games, they stink the bed. Casanova says, imagine Melo, Zoe, Bridges, PJ, and Montrezl Harrell. That's a group of dogs. SMG says LeVar curses at his kids and smacked them up. No, LeVar disciplines them. I don't know what the hell you talking about. Smacks his kids. I don't. He doesn't do that. LeVar Ball is a father, a strong black man who has a ruling class mentality. Now I don't know how you was raised, but this what he's doing. He's done a great job. Not too many fathers can say they got two sons in the NBA. Casanova says Zoe don't got to score. Play Martin role if he goes to Charlotte with defense and playmaking and can shoot better. But I'm just playing devil's advocate. Yeah, I see what you're doing, Casanova. Yeah, you never know what can happen. But MJ's too prideful. SMG says, yeah, I don't know. Zoe played terrible. He played bad. Yeah, he played bad. It's good to be honest. This is not a good game by Lonzo. Lonzo will tell you himself that this was a horrible game. All I say is Bulls or Knicks, DJ. Mm, it's hard to tell. My mind and my conscience wants the Knicks. How can you not want the Knicks? That's Madison Square Garden playing with a lot of fans, and yeah, that'd be dope. Casanova says I can tell a lot of y'all don't watch the basketball, just go off stats and expectations. Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel what you're saying, Casanova. King Common Sense says Zoe dropped 30 2 games ago. How is he trash? Yeah, he's definitely not trash. Anybody that says Zoe is trash, they don't know what they're talking about. But he's got to fix him not being consistent enough. He's got to fix that. Casanova says, yeah, Zoe and Julius are a better pair in my opinion. He go to the Knicks. Yikes. Yep. For Zoe's career, man, I'm telling you, Rich Paul, if I'm talking to Rich Paul, I'm finding a way to go to the Knicks. Bartrander, yeah, I did see that. Zoe did shout out Randall. Still to this day, that's Lonzo's favorite teammate in the NBA is Julius Randle. It's not even close. Drain the NBA says hit the like button. SMG says, yeah, the players play bad, but let's hold the coaches accountability. Yeah, we already know Stan Van Gundy plays a prehistoric offense. The offense is worse this year than last year. We've been harping on it. Um, the best thing that they can do is just for Lonzo and his team is in the offseason, go to another team that needs a point guard. Because you can't do it with the freaking Pelicans. The Pelicans are no more, man. SMG says when they playing bad, I didn't say LeVar was playing bad. He said LeVar is amazing dad. Okay, I read that wrong. My bad. SMG says, I mean, I will let Lonzo keep shooting because since he has his shot down, he got to work on his finishing. No, I will. I think you should say Zoe keep trying to attack, keep attacking. Vaughn 215 said he's just too inconsistent. That's got to be fixed, man. JG says Knicks already got something good going on. He needs to go to the Bulls. Oh, y'all saying he need to go to the Bulls? Damn. TB says Zoe needs to get a layup line in the summer. It's embarrassing. He says Zion acts like a kid flexing. What? That's what ticked me off, Zion. Why in the hell you flexing and your ass and your team is down by 20 points? You gonna be out there flexing. What the hell's going on? Acting like the freaking Incredible Hulk, and you can't even help your team get a win. SMG says they trying to do point Zion like he LeBron. Yeah, I see that. Shit gets annoying. The 007 says Marc Gasol was a big factor for the Lakers today. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, great defense on Jokic, plus 17 Vogel. Better play him more. Yep. Coach Vogel got to play Marc Gasol more. I agree. The Lakers should never gave up JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. Never. Casanova says, do you think Zoe be having these bad games because they be putting him on other teams' best guards and his legs just be a little tired? That's a huge reason why his shot may be iffy. You can say that, my brother, but I think he has a problem in attacking the basket because he tried to do it tonight but missed easy layups. And I get what you mean about the legs and all, but that's something he's got to work on in the offseason. Hopefully he gets it rectified. King Common Sense says veteran coaches control style of play. Can't ask though to be consistent when a coach change the game plan per opponent. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but this was a bad performance by even Zoe's standards. Like if Zoe was just progressing during the game, and let's say, and it's not about stats. I want y'all to hear me out, but efficiency. If it was an efficient game of the decision, like the decision making was pretty bad for Lonzo's standards in this game. If that was better, I don't think anybody would be criticizing him today. Casanova said, because when he don't have to play major defense, his shooting is better. Yeah, Lonzo does have to do a lot on defense. I do have to admit that because nobody in the Pelicans want to defend. Everybody want to score and beat a man, and that's why they're getting losses right now. That's why they're getting losses right now. Everybody want to be the dude. Everybody want to be the man. Everybody want to be the head honcho, but nobody wants to defend the best player. But Lonzo, this is why Lonzo has to lead this horrible team, man. He has to go for his future. And just picture it: Lonzo goes to another team and he plays the way he should be playing. It would be a great story. JG says Zoe never matched up against All Star guards in points. Never. He just have good defense games when he plays them. He was literally Casanova said he was literally chasing Steph. His legs were not there. You could see it in his shot. Yeah, I know his shot wasn't there because of that. And I was not I was not disappointed in the 3-point shot. You know, you miss them, you make them. I was more disappointed on not making layups and just attacking the basket like I hope to get a layup instead of looking to score. That's why I never said, "Oh, he missed threes." No, taking threes when you know your shot's not there, and a lot of players, not just Lonzo, has to work on that. Casanova said, "Man, there's no excuses for that. That's why I don't talk about it." Yeah, I agree, bro. But this was a good short show. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. Let's hope Lonzo, shakes the rust off and get to the game that he needs to get. I need for the rest of the season. I need a slew of consistent games from Lonzo. I know that Stan Van Gundy is not using them right. I know that Stan Van Gundy is not allowing him to be a point guard. I know that Stan Van Gundy is really handicapping his skill, but we see other teams and players that deal with kind of similar situations and make the best of it. Let's see if Lonzo. All I want to see from Lonzo the rest of the year is just consistency, efficiency, better shot selection. The only one that take double digit threes that I believe should take them is if it's not Steph Curry, then it's Damian Lillard or Harden or one of those players. But Lonzo's young. He's still young and he's still growing his game. But I'm excited to see his future. Um, Thank you for supporting New Media, everybody. Peace and blessings. Make sure you pray. Make sure you're thankful for what you have. Let me read this real quick. Aquarius 21 says, DJ, your show is the most interesting show. I'm a mellowholic. The truth is, no way the Hornets win anything with JB, who started as Spurs video editor, who became a coach. Oh, that explains it. That explains it. But people get mad at me that when I say that the Hornets could get a better coach than James Borrego, the same coach who can't even put selective roles for players, got everybody doing what they want, and got LaMelo of all players playing off ball. LaMelo's not an off ball player. He's never been that, but they're trying to do that to appease everybody instead of having everybody fit his game. That's their problem. And we will be talking about that tomorrow. Peace and blessings, everybody. Um, Great show. Like Casanova said, got everyone trying to play point guard except the star point guard. That's exactly what the Hornets are doing. That's exactly what the Hornets are doing. That's exactly what the freaking Pelicans are doing. It's a clown show, and I'm fed up with it. I don't like it, man. I'm not as a fan of best. No one's trying to watch LaMelo stand in the corner. You got Devontae Graham, a role player, trying to dictate pace and waving out to LaMelo. Who the hell are you? You're not a star player. You're James Borrego's pet project. That's all you are. You out here dictating like you the leader. You're not the leader of the team. But let me stop venting, man. I just can't stand bad basketball play. Y'all understand what I'm talking about. Peace and blessings. Deuce.